Hello, my name is Mohammed Salim, and today I'll be speaking about why police chases should be abandoned, or at least avoided. So, imagine being in traffic or on your daily commute and you see a police chase and you happen to be caught in the middle of it or you get hit during the police chase. This is a harsh reality that exists and it's an issue that needs to be resolved now or sometime in the future pretty soon. Um, the amount of high-speed police chases in the recent years has drastically increased, and the amount of damage, injuries, and deaths has substantially increased due to the dangerous police chases that have occurred. Now I will speak on some of the consequences in a police chase. Police chases take about 323 lives each year. To put that in perspective, that's more than the number of people killed by floods, tornadoes, lightning, and hurricanes combined. These numbers come from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's fatal accident data. So they only count the deaths directly related to vehicle accidents involved in these chases. If a person is chased down by cops and eventually shot, for instance, that death would not show up in that statistic. 91% of high-speed police chases are initiated in response to a non-violent crime. According to a fascinating report from the International Association of Chiefs of Police and the National Institute of Justice, they analyzed that 8,000 high-speed police chases in the IACP's database. What they found was the majority of pursuits, 91% of them, were not initiated to a violent crime. Most, 42%, involve a simple traffic infraction. Another 18% involved a stolen vehicle. 15% involved a suspected drunk driver. Now I will discuss some of the satisfaction of avoiding police chases. Obviously, from avoiding police chases and banning police chases, there will be less injuries and deaths that result. Salt Lake City has recently abandoned police chases and they have no injuries or deaths due to police chases, but also the amount of people who do not run from the police has increased, so they have less people trying to run from the law, and also they have lowered their crime rate. Also, another satisfaction that comes from avoiding or abandoning police chases is police officers don't have to endure this difficult task. They don't have to go through trying to catch a suspect while protecting other people, protecting themselves, giving a vivid description of what's going on and the direction they're headed. They don't have to even worry about being shot at the end of a police chase because you never know what the suspect could come out with. And when an officer goes into a high-speed pursuit, it pushes adrenaline in the officer's body and also the suspect's body, so the suspect might do something more radical than compared to if he was just left alone or not pursued in the first place. Now I'll give a realistic visualization of police pursuits. So, again, imagine you're on your daily commute, you're sitting at a red light, and you're hit by a police cruiser or a suspect going at a high rate of speed. That could take your life or your family's life, or you could get a call from a family member knowing that someone in your family had their life taken due to a police chase. Also, another visualization from avoiding and banning police chases is you don't have to worry about anyone else's property or your property being disrupted. Police chases tend to be very destructive, cars going 100 miles an hour or more, and a criminal like that who's willing to do anything and everything to get away from the police, they do not care about you or your personal property. I'll speak about some action or some tactics that could be used during a police chase if a police chase needs to be pursued. Um, so there are many devices which are being created now due to advanced technology, which a police officer can shoot something onto the suspect's car, and that way you have a tracking device, so the police can back off from the suspect and just GPS track him and see where he ends up being, and then they can arrest him later. Also, you can just get the car, license plate of the car, and you can issue an arrest warrant and obtain the criminal later. There's also many tactics like spike strips, which they let the air out of the suspect's cars very slowly so they can coast to a stop, which is better than ramming into the suspect or shooting at the tires, which may cause them to lose control and crash into somebody else, or take somebody else's life. It is very obvious that the administration has much to consider in determining the course of action it takes regarding police pursuits. A policy must be first researched and implemented. Needs regarding equipment, training must be assessed and procured, and the results of each pursuit must be evaluated afterward to ensure the policy, officers, and equipment work as planned. Taking these steps should ensure a greater public safety and the ultimate goal of public safety and security. Thank you.